Hello, Radiant Lights. Great to connect with you. If you've happened to come to my channel, you're in the midst of a major shift and you're wondering what's happening, what just happened, and where am I going, and what am I drawing in now? I'm Michele Meiche, and my channel is Soul Playground. We all connect in this soul playground to experience and express our souls unfolding. So it's always great to connect with all of you that's been part of my opening here at YouTube. I really appreciate you subscribing and liking and sharing your insights and comments and feedback, whether on YouTube or some of you were connecting now on Instagram, which is really cool. So that so special, really kind of warms my heart to connect with everyone and to see everyone's path unfolding. If you want more information about me, you can go to soulplayground.life. There is a bit of information on the bio on YouTube. You can connect with me also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and mostly on Instagram and Facebook. I post a lot, and I have an awakenings community there for keeping awake and sharing insights on the path. So that might be another place you want to connect. Really great people in that community group page. And also Awakenings with Michele Meiche is my podcast, available on iTunes and all podcast platforms. But we air live every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific time. And you can call in for a reading, get questions answered, or just say hey. Just say hey. So I've been getting a lot of feedback and requests about my pick a card readings, and from friends and new friends on the soul path, subscribers. Could you do another one or bring another one back? So I tuned in with my guides. I've been wanting to do for a while, actually, a pick a card, but I wasn't feeling the inspiration yet about what it was going to be about. And my guides and the oversouls were saying, people have been working so hard and going through so much change, loss, transition, unfolding, a lot of shifting into more 5D awareness and connecting more from the heart center. We're really having a heart awakening, which connects us to our galactic roots. So it's really a galactic awakening about really recognizing and living not only from our truth, living more from our soul, which is connecting more to our higher self, and realizing how interconnected we all are, and really coming together in groups. That's what I feel like part of the YouTube community is. Through the internet, we're all connecting with each other and helping each other and collaborating with each other and supporting each other and growing with each other and learning to love more ourselves and each other. And that's really about what the soul path is about. Our soul purpose isn't necessarily what we do, but how we do what we do in our own way. And we're really here just to share each other and love each other in all its forms, in its creativity and creative forms, and of course personal love as well. So you have a gift coming to you from the universe, from God, the all that is, source energies, through your higher self. There is a gift on your path and preparing you for 2020 and huge changes, 2023, 2025, 2040, 2045 and beyond. But we have a great turning point at the end of this year and into 2020, the beginning of 2020. So there's a gift awaiting you. Some of you are receiving it already, or you're wondering, is this it? And so we're going to look at that. There'll be a timestamp in the description, but tune in right now. We're going to do a little bit of tune in, and this is going to be Soul Story deck or pack, Soul Story number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay, so if you just take a breath and release. Take another deep breath in and release. And 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 if you can, close your eyes and bring your attention and focus into the heart-lung area, the place of the heart, the seat of the soul, the Anahata center. And just become very present to the sacredness that you are, that your life is, and all of life is. Take a deep breath and pause as you go deeper inside. Release the breath. Feel yourself anchoring into Mother Earth, into Gaia. Extend up and out into the universe in your in-breath. Pause, center inside, and breathe out, feeling very safe, secure, and anchored inside. Okay, so again, soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay, first of all, if you chose number 1, soul story number 1, where there's a will, there's a way. And the sachet that you got are bath crystals. They're healing bath crystals, Himalayan crystals. So I'm getting a lot with this soul story. And by the way, I didn't look at any cards, but it's funny, as I'm pulling the cards and laying them out, even though I don't see them, I get an energy. And I really was getting that this group, soul story number 1, you've really done a lot of cleansing and clearing, and getting clear has been really important to you, but you've had to purify, you've had to let go of a lot of people, perhaps a job, a situation, circumstance. Some of you, I am hearing major transition and move, like moving out from roommates or moving in with a bunch of roommates or living more in a group setting is what I'm hearing. Some of you are wondering if that's the best thing, but I get a lot to do with home, house, movement, lifestyle changes. And you didn't know, can I do this? Do I have the energy? Do I have the will to do this? Can I go on? You really were tested, but where there's a will, there's a way, and your little will, your personal will, the individual will is aligning more with the collective will of the universe. So you're aligning more with divine will. Okay, let's see. Now I'm using dream cards, and 66 is the card of the soulmate, and it's a personality card. So you've been going through a situation, let's put it this way, of different aspects of your being. And 66-12-3, it's interesting because 2019, we are in a 12-3 cycle. And so it has a lot to do with creativity and self-expression. So I really feel soul story number 1, you've been perhaps struggling with who you are or as identity, or what do I want to do now, or what am I meant to do now, or the change has thrown you into such a, like 180 change, handbrake turn, where you're like, wow, what's happening? Where am I going? What is this about? Or you've had to make sacrifices, but what you're starting to realize is that, I always say, don't question who you are. You're a spiritual being, with a soul, your spirit, your consciousness made manifest. How do you want to express this? Some of you, I feel, are artists. Some of you, I feel, the reflection that you were is no longer serving you. You feel yourself, you're in tight situations, tight relationships. You feel, some of you are feeling the effects perhaps of chronological aging or illness, or you feel something's been debilitating, or finance. But this card speaks to not being identified or overly identified with your earth experience. You really need to connect in with your galactic roots. You really need to connect in with the spiritual essence of who you are. Even though when times are tough, it's somehow, instead of staying stuck in the micro of what's happening, connect into the macro. Okay. So I'm using oracle cards today. Okay, so you're coming out of not only deception and envy, but I feel partial success. You've been feeling partially successful in your life, like I just can't do it. I mean, or I almost get there and not enough. And this may be also in relationships. So I really feel soul story number one, what I'm hearing from Spirit, the gift you're getting is a reconnection to your creativity, your self-expression, and really going to your next level. And this will be financially, this will be with collaborative partnerships. If things have been stuck, you're going to be getting movement because you're going to use your will to push through. Oh, now listen, I said something about health earlier. Health, I will honor the physical vessel that enriches my soul. So a lot of you are having to connect more to the physical body and physically to people and situations. And you're also recognizing that on the earth plane, just because you have an idea, it doesn't materialize or manifest instantaneously. You know, we can manifest a lot of times a parking spot pretty easily, but to manifest people in our life or certain people or certain careers or job direction takes a little bit more or a lot more oomph and a lot more usually clarifying any areas of doubt, disbelief, fear. But it does take longer. I mean, it takes longer to pull an elephant out of a hole than a rabbit. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you have to kind of give yourself a little bit of a hug and a pass and go, look, some of these bigger things that you want to manifest are just taking, more time. And health is one of them. So those of you that have been ill or have ill health or conditions or chronic illness, it seems to be some things are turning around. Now look at this. Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. So you've got to give yourself that time. I love how these readings are always so synchronistic because I don't look at the cards and I use my psychic ability and channel and mixed with the cards reinforce. And look, creative project. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites your passion towards life. So what I want to share with you, soul story number one, you're also from Spirit, you're getting the gift, which is Spirit in your higher self. You're getting the gift of believing more in yourself and not doubting yourself so much and honoring your gifts and seeing the value and validity in your gifts and what you have to offer. So some of you, I do feel the gift is a gift of a new job, a new career direction, partnering up, something that has been stalled or stagnant, okay, is getting off the ground. Now that's the Seven of Swords. It's very interesting because it gets a really bad rap. And even with this card, I don't really look at it, I just chose the card. Deception and envy. It can be that, but it's partial success. It's really about using diplomacy and learning how to use the mental realm to draw in more of what you want. And so very often, the sevens are about trying. It shows us what we want or gives us choice, but it's not always like a slam dunk. It always doesn't just happen. So a lot of times in certain parts of a relationship or certain parts of a project or a career focus, we get this Seven of Swords, which is kind of like, in a way, don't freak out and don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Don't think everybody's against you or don't think things aren't happening. There can be unclarity, more than deception. Things cannot be clear. Now, if you're coming out of a relationship or a job environment where there was a lot of deception or envy, or you felt people were envious of you or you've been envious, I want to share something with you. Envy and jealousy just shows where you've not yet had the courage to go. It shows what you want on a soul level. Trust me, we're not envious or jealous of people or situations that are way out of our league. We're just not. But where we have envy or jealousy, it's a distortion of inspired thought and inspiration. It's a distortion of motivation. It distorts through the emotional body through our wounding. But wherever you have jealousy or envy, it's something that you want to do or something similar that you want to do. And it's a message, even though it could be somewhat distorted, it's very valid. It's coming from your soul through your higher self saying, there's something right about this direction. There's something that you're wanting in this. So I did a whole blog post on this. It's coming out in March, but on Instagram, I did an Insta post on harnessing that energy of envy and jealousy. A lot of people don't like to talk about, especially light workers or people that perceive themselves spiritual, but it's a very valid human emotion, and it comes from on the carrier wave of the emotions, the energy and motion. So whatever you've been feeling jealous about or held back, or why am I not getting this, it's showing you the direction that you need to go or want to go. Okay, I really get with this soul story that the gift is a lot about self-worth, self-expression, creativity, collaboration. Some of you want a partner that's collaborative, or you feel you've lost a partner that's collaborative. Okay, so there's a renewal here. There's a will, there's a way. Chemistry. So you need to, okay, so you both, now what's interesting, everybody got one card except for this pile. 2 came out, and so I kept it. So romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Creativity, and I get creativity. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So soul story number 1, you need to allow yourself to go towards that which you, whether it's a person or a situation. But if it's a person, don't just jump all in. Be more diplomatic. Feel things out. Check things out on the mental realm. Maybe become friends first. 7s are all about testing the waters. It's connecting with feelings. On the swords, the 7 of Swords or 7 of Air is about on the mental realm. Check to see how valid or how far can you go in a certain situation. But you're getting the gift of connecting more to your intuition through your body, through what's electromagnetically connecting with you electromagnetically, but allowing yourself to be more magnetic so you're drawn to the right people and situations. So follow synergy, that which gives you chemistry, because chemistry is showing you that there's enough synergy there's enough resonance and coherence in a situation or relationship, not only for it to be, could be long lasting, but more fulfilling is what I'm hearing. So some of you are getting the gift of renewal. You're getting the willpower to go on. You're getting new ideas, creativity. You're getting new direction, new pathways that are based on synchronistic timing, that are based on synergy, synastry, resonance, coherence, more harmony. Okay? Now, some of you may have to do a bit of a cleansing or a clearing to really feel and to detox, or go to the beach. Maybe use Himalayan sea salt. Maybe get a Himalayan salt lamp. Okay, whatever brings you. Hey everyone, sorry about that. I have my airplane mode on my phone and somehow a call got in. So I'm continuing with soul story number 1, okay, because I'm not re-recording it because it's so perfect. So use of Himalayan sea salt, cleanse, clear. Salt is also a form of protection. So some of you may feel like I'm not really big on, because I really go by things by vibrationally, and the more you're in the oneness, the more you connect to the light, and our light is our protection, so we really don't need to do that. But some of you may feel like you need to just cleanse and clear, or spend time at the beach. Maybe you want to do a bath with Himalayan sea salt, clusters around the bath. If you're going to put it in the bath, you can only use a very small amount. But just to have it near your house, or again, to have a salt lamp, but really connect with your will center and rest. You've gone through a lot of change, so make sure that you're resting, that you're getting enough downtime and a go within time. Be gentle with yourself and know that huge changes are coming up that have to do with life direction, creativity, creative projects, and being more in the community, collaborating. Now, the essential oil that will help you right now is bergamot. And you can use it in a diffuser. You can just rub it on your hands and sniff it. You can put it in a sachet. You can put it in your bath. Bergamot has a lot to do with depression and feeling also exhausted. So it's an uplifting. So I feel, again, what's going to help your will and motivation to go on and connect you to your inspiration, because some of you really going to kind of in a funk, is things that uplift you, uplift your spirit. Bergamot is all about uplifting your spirit. So know that you're right on time. You are perhaps resting more. Some of you are a bit exhausted, like I said. You're getting your second wind, but where there's a will, there's a way, and you have the will, the way will be there. You're aligning more your will with universal will to move forward. Your will, your personal will, individual will, is finding its way back into the cosmic will, or the will of the all that is, the Tao. You're readjusting so that you're more in the way of the Tao. Great book to read, I feel, that will really help you, is A Guide to the I Ching by Carol K. Anthony. That's A Guide to the I Ching by Carol K. Anthony. And it can help you. Some of you may already know, but it's a great translation of the I Ching that can help you align your individual will to the universal will, or the will of the all that is, which is called the I Ching, which means the easy way to get to the Tao, which means the flow. All right, I hope this is giving you some insight and understanding about your path, as well as some inspiration. And please like and subscribe. Connect with me. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this resonated, and if so, how it resonated, and how you're taking these insights into your own soul path. All right, much peace and light. Bye. Okay, those of you that chose Soul Story number 2, let's look at this. I have no idea what this is. Oh, Heart Open. Okay, you got Heart Open. And this sachet is lavender, okay, which is a feminine plant which works on not only the heart. Now, it's interesting because you've got purple here. So it's a deeper blue, indigo to purple, which is the heart chakra through the seventh chakra, or the spiritual centers. So this is really about connecting to the feminine aspect of yourself, no matter what gender, and the all that is, to connect into the divine feminine for the heart opening. So some of you may have closed your heart, or there might have been a lot of heartache, or certain relationships didn't work, or you had to move on, or you've had, again, a lot of loss maybe in your life. But it is about really healing and renewing, not so much through the individual heart connection. It can be that again, but connecting more to your higher self, to your spirit, your spiritual center, so that you are feeling the connection to everything and everyone. You're feeling more of an interconnectedness. That way, when you relate to people, it's not just by your individual heart. So that's your little bit of your, for lack of a better word, buffer. That awareness of your interconnectedness to everything and everyone, and connecting that way to activate or heal and open your individual heart center more. So some of you, something is opening your heart. Something or someone is causing a heart open. But I would venture to say it's something that has to do with spirit or your spirituality. So let's look at the card. So this is a dream card. Now you got 33, which is, oh, now look at all that purple. So some of you perhaps have been through such a time that your emotions have gotten the better of you, have really pulled you down. There's been a lot of endings, but also you're giving way to your own joy, your own pleasing yourself, and not wanting to reach out. So there could be over drinking, over sexing, overeating, over something, because of these deep emotions from this heart opening or heartbreak. But if you've had the heartbreak, what I'm hearing from spirit, from the oversouls, as well as some of you, your specific higher self has guided you here, that out of all of this, as you leave the addiction behind, the addiction of worry, and it's great to eat. It's great maybe for some people to drink a little. It's great to masturbate. It's great, but when we do it to hide ourselves away from life and other people, so you're learning this, but there's been this hiding. It's like your sense of interconnectedness through the heartbreak got cut off. So you're getting the gift of the heart opening to draw in a more balanced relationship, because now you're connecting, through the lavender, more to nurturing yourself. You're connecting more to the divine feminine within you and within everything and everyone. So you're not, one of you has been stuck, maybe you've been stuck in over masculine role, the shadow of the masculine. Maybe you've been stuck in an over feminized role, the shadow of the feminine. Maybe you've been stuck. Maybe you've been on one aspect of the polarity. Maybe the feminine, where you're drawing in extremely cut off masculine, or you're masculine and you're drawing in extremely overly emotional feminine. Okay, but this is really talking about a rebalance, and you're getting that rebalancing. Some of you are already in it. Some of you are about to go in it. So first off, we get retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So you've got to do this in a healthy way, because a lot of you have been checking out. You've been hiding from yourself and your emotions. So some of you, I feel you've really gone through it in an emotional situation with a partner, with a significant other, with a mate, and so you guys are retreating together, maybe traveling together. Some of you, this is about retreating from expectations. So some of you, part of the gift is letting go of expectations. Wow, I love this. Look at the synchronicity. You got heart open, and then you got heart chakra. And by the way, I almost put this on another card. I didn't know what it was, and I put it on another card, and then I heard this no, and my hand got moved to put it on this pile. And look what you got, heart chakra. Love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart. Oh my God, look at that. Heart open, open heart. As we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. So your protection, your guidance is your spirituality and your spiritual connection. I almost get like spirit warrior here, spiritual warrior, peaceful warrior that's been through a lot. But the heartbreak, the heart that was closed is now open more. You're ready for a deeper relationship, and a relationship that has an intensity to it, aliveness, the intensity of a more expanded frequency on the electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, more love, light, wisdom. You're opening to more. Look at this emerald, which also has to do with the heart. Ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time of important life passages, such as weddings, birthdays, graduation, and anniversaries. So some of you, this retreat that you're going on, or trip, or just being, is connecting. And some of you may want to do a ceremony. If you're single and on your own, a ceremony of your own love and your connectedness. Get together with some friends. If you're in a coupled situation, you may want to spend time in nature, or you may simply have some type of celebration, or an anniversary is coming up, or you're celebrating, if it's not chronologically how long you've been together, but what you mean to each other. Okay, so it's really, but emerald also is the stone of love. It's the stone of abundance, and it's a precious stone. So I feel a lot of you, look at this rainbow, you're starting to realize how precious you are, how sacred and precious your life is and your gifts are. So I really feel with Soul Story number 2, you're opening to a whole new level of love, which is being more receptive and letting more love in. Your heart is opening more. You're more receptive. And therefore, you're getting the abundance of the emerald. Whether it's a career, some of you it's going to be different. There's a lot of soul stories that are, converging into the Soul Story number 2. Some of you it's a career, it's a new pathway. Some of you it's more abundance. It's that you're able to ask for more money or more funds or more exchange. Some of you it's more collaboration. It's more of a standing in the community to share your gifts. Many of you, it is a relationship that's going to the next level, or you're opening and just meeting someone. So you have a gift of abundance from the universe that's coming to you. Some of you are already starting to receive this gift in little ways, and you're wondering, is the other shoe going to fall? Is it going to end? No, it's not. Okay, this is an opening. There's a lot more to open to. And of course, you got firm foundation. So you got the 4 of Pentacles here, 4 of Discs. And so you're building a new foundation. Okay, you're connecting with the root chakra. Okay, I love this. This is the beginning, the part of the Merkaba, where we have the earth energies, the below, extending up. as above, so below. Okay? The manifested form. So take care of yourself, take care of your body, take care of your creations or that which you love, okay? But you're building a new lifestyle, a new relationship to yourself, a new relationship based more on love, more of higher frequency love. Some of it's on that agape love, love of community, of the group. And many of you are finding your purpose. I know what I'm here to do. And then, of course, heart chakra, that heart opening. So you're here to love, whether it's a person, a situation, yourself, life. You know, you're here to move into projects and situations that you love, that you feel fulfilled in, that you feel are more harmonious, more of resonance. So some of you are getting the gift of understanding what your life purpose is, what is you're here to do, how you're here to live, how you're here to connect. Some of you, the gift is a divinely appointed relationship and a new pathway on that relationship, okay? And, oh my God, I love this. I love the synchronicity. I love spirit. I love, this just shows our signs, our messages are coming through all the time. And if you're drawn to pick any readings, if you're drawn, you have a very highly attuned intuition. Now, I've been looking at what essential oil. You got Ylang Ylang Complete. Now, this essential oil, Ylang Ylang, is specifically about balancing the masculine and feminine energies within. And etherically, it's about balancing the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Ylang Ylang is the caller in. It's completely balanced to draw in more people in situations that are of the right frequency of you, that draw in more situations that are more resonance, coherence, aligning more and attuning you more to your soul signature frequency. And it is an essential oil to draw in relationships, soulmate relationships. It is one of the essential oils of love. And the love is more of the Holy Grail. It's the love that's balanced, male, female, electrical, magnetic. And when I say male, female, I mean more masculine, feminine. Whatever it is, it's the right balance for you. So it's a wonderful essential oil to balance the electromagnetic frequencies within one, to bring us more into coherence, more into our own synergy and synastry, to connect with others through synastry and synergy, and aligning more to synchronicity. It's a balancer, but also an opener, and really draws in love, romance, creativity, love and abundance. All right, soul story number 2. I hope this gave you some insight and understanding on your path. Please let me know in the comments how this resonated for you, or in what way it resonated, or perhaps you're already there and this was just a confirmation from you. I'd love to hear from you. And again, you can find out more information about me on soulplayground.life and connect with me on Instagram. And I hope to see you again. Ciao, ciao. Bye. Peace and light. Okay, here we are with soul story number 3. I'm going to move these down a bit. And if you chose soul story number 3, let's look and see what you chose. You got creativity. Okay. And you got a special surprise here. And it's kind of like we never know what life has for us, what gift, what surprise. We may pick something that looks like it's not much. But you got the heart. And this heart was made by a wonderful friend of mine, Mojgan, who's of Persian descent. And I don't remember the name of this, but it is a stone. She made this for me with the heart, and one to put in my car. And it's for protection. Okay, it's kind of connects you to the universal energies of love, light, wisdom, and protection. So I want to say, do what you love. That's one of the things that you're getting, and a love of your creativity and self-expression. And I feel like you're having a whole love affair with yourself, and someone is sparking you. Now, Soul story number 3, you've come out of a lot of wounding. 31-4, in this dream card, this is the card of wounding and understanding in relationship that sometimes we wound someone and sometimes someone wounds us. Sometimes, unfortunately, it's intentional and sometimes it's not. But you're really learning not to close your heart off, and also I feel to take some of your wounding or experiences from your wounding and you're putting them into creativity and self-expression. Some of you, I feel, are writers, actors. I feel some are doing plays. And it doesn't have to be something that is, that we'd say obviously creative or whatever our idea of it. I feel it's about self-expression for you. But you're not letting this hold you down anymore. You're not letting the wounding, or for some of you it was gossip or being talked about or, not feeling threatened. And here it is, I want to say what this changes into with those knives or swords there is similar to the Two of Swords, is the ability to go within, to connect to your heart, to connect to the universal heart, to connect to your interconnectedness, to heal the wounds, but also to reaffirm the truth of who you are. That sometimes people are playing out a role, or it's a shadow aspect of us, or maybe we're projecting, or maybe we're dealing with somebody that is very wounded and they're hurting us. So some of you are getting out of wound mate relationships. You're getting out of feeling wounded and trying to help or heal others as your main focus. And you're focusing more on your creativity, and you're taking perhaps better care of your heart. And I want to say with the blue, you don't have to cut off. You don't have to cut off. Your awareness is your protection, your connection spiritually, and through that is your intuition. So again, the recognition that unfortunately we have up times, down times, sadness, happiness, like, dislike. You're understanding that, wow, we do get wounded, or I accidentally wounded somebody. I didn't mean to say that or do that. And so I feel like for a lot of you, it's this soul story is about self-forgiveness, and you're releasing energies that have been held back, and you're perhaps learning how to trust again, to trust yourself again, to trust life, God, the all that is, to trust your heart again. And you're putting that trust into yourself and your projects to dare to create again, to go out there in the world, to go for that job, go for the relationship. You're really dusting yourself off. And look what you got, trust. The situation is calling you for trust, to trust. So that's trusting life. But some of you, I really feel it's about trusting yourself in relationship again, as you either date again, or perhaps you went through a lot in a current relationship. We'll get back to that a little bit. Oh, look at this. This is an opportunity to forgive. What did I say? You hurt someone, someone hurt you. It's time to forgive, and that releases energy that was held back. This situation brings you the opportunities to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. Those are the wings, and that's your higher self coming to you, as well as the oversouls, the spiritual guides of the angelic realm, whatever you're relating to. So that releasing, you don't need to close off your heart. And the creativity, for some of you, it's you're not feeling well received with your creativity or what you're doing. Maybe it's even a job situation. That you're having to see the others, okay, they're wounded on an ego level. Maybe it's not life-enhancing for you to be at that job anymore, or not life-enhancing to be in that relationship. Or maybe you need to just pull back a little bit. But you need to trust that this is not done to hurt you or harm you. It's just a byproduct of humanity, of the beyond the earth plane. Unfortunately, we hurt each other. We hurt ourselves. But this is the opportunity for you to forgive. So you're getting the gift of forgiveness. You're getting the gift of courage to go on, which kuros, living from your heart. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So whatever you're feeling, you're going to have the inner strength. But it's by connecting to your heart, soul story number 3. It's by connecting to your heart. Oh my God, I love this. Emotional loss. Again, heart chakra, five of cups, the water element. So again, you're healing the heart, but you're having that courage to express again, to love again, to share your creative expression, you know, to really, to get back into, more completely into that game of life, right? This big soul playground. And you got the awa, or aqua aura. Healthy communication and relationships. Heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communications help you understand and be understood. So some of you, there's going to be heart-to-heart communication. You're going to, perhaps there's a return of someone, a reconciliation is the gift. The gift is a new relationship for other people. For some of you, you've been so misunderstood or not appreciated in a job situation. You're getting clarity on that to move on. Perhaps for some of you, your significant other, your mate, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, is saying, listen, I'm sorry. Some of you, it's family member. Hey, I've been insensitive. I wasn't patient with you. I let you down. I'm sorry. Or I was freaking out, and so I didn't handle things well. You're getting the chance to forgive. Some of you, it's to move on with an open heart, and you're taking that energy and your creativity. Some of you, soul story number 3, you're getting the gift of creative expression, new directions in career, and love. A love relationship. You're connecting with your love within you. And some of you are getting, due to the healing you've been doing, the tough inner work, you're getting a new relationship. Some of you, it's a new relationship to yourself and a deeper understanding where you're connecting more as a soul being. You've let go some, really limiting and negative thought patterns and beliefs about yourself. Some of this is a lot of family ancestral healing. Some of you are deciding, I'm going to live more creatively. I'm going to follow a creative path. Some of you, I feel like there's like this energy of documentary film, and you're going on the road with your partner. And some of you, I do feel like there is like some really big change where perhaps there's a radio show or TV show, or you're getting a documentary, or you're shooting something, videoing something, but there's something where you're putting more of not only your insight, your understanding, maybe you're interviewing people, sacred sites, or something that you're doing creatively that's also going to be uplifting and helping humanity. Some of you, it's reclaiming the trust and moving forward more into groups and more into community. But healthy communication in relationships. So you're learning to communicate from the heart, getting to the heart of the matter, communicating from the heart, but getting that clarity and understanding because you realize you deserve it. Some of you, the deservability is definitely coming through creativity, through self-expression, and through a new direction in your job or career. Some of you, maybe you haven't had a job for a while. But I really feel soul story number 3, you're really getting over emotional disappointments, being let down, feeling held back, but really being lost, left, abandoned, disappointed. The emotional aspect of you is really healing so that you can connect to the deeper level of the heart. Now, you got the essential oil that you got was clary sage. So again, the green, you're clear now. You've got the clarity of what to go for, who and what tingles your heart, what makes you feel alive, what do you love, go towards that. What are the creations, what are the people, the jobs, the situations. So you're getting the gift of clarity. Many of you are getting the gift of clarity to live more clearly and to make those decisions that are based on clarity, beyond emotionalism, beyond the sadness and the disappointment. And if you don't have that yet, this is where you're going, because Spirit is giving you this gift of clarity, of insight, this gift of heart healing, this gift of this new job, this new relationship, the gift of forgiveness, of being forgiven, and the gift of also being able to forgive, to move on. Some of you will be forgiving and bringing that relationship to a higher vibrational frequency. Some of you are forgiving family members, or you're being forgiven and coming back into the family. So a lot to do with the heart chakra, and also using that heart energy to do what you love, to create what you love, and live how you love. All right, Soul Story number 3. I really hope this gave you some insight, some understanding of where you're on your path and what gifts you're opening up to. Please let me know how this resonated with you in the comments, and like and share. You can connect with me more on soulplayground.life, Awakenings with Michele Meiche, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And again, I'm really honored to be able to read for you. Much peace and light. Namaste.